Actually, I think I finally convinced John Ritchie how to do this.
He's got it now.
And
I don't know.
I think he's hooked. Okay, let's stick with James, though. James's next game, see if you like this. Indianapolis was giving 8.5 points to Jacksonville, at Jacksonville, a refurbished Indianapolis with Trent Richardson. He made that basically a half a point.
Right.
So he made Indy Jacksonville a pick'em.
A pick'em.
Okay, so basically he's got Denver, Philly a pick'em, Indy, Jacksonville pick'em.
Wow.
That's his first two. Here's three, questionable. It was the Giants getting 4 from Kansas City. Now it's the Giants giving 4 to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, my Lord.
In Kansas City. So could that be a better? So he's got to win all 3. You would think he's going to win all 3.
Yeah.
Right.
I do. I believe
Absolutely.
he will.
Absolutely. It's why. But again, that thought process is why I still have to work.
But if I did actually bet money on it, the Giants would be the ones that screw me. Since I'm a Giants fan,
It sounds like that would be the questionable one because you essentially have Denver and Indy in a pick'em against Philly and Jacksonville.
the Giants should get destroyed, though. On paper, they should.
And
Absolutely.
Yeah, against a Kansas City team.
In Kansas City.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, man, I saw a stat. Andy Reid has coached against the Giants something like 32 times or, something crazy
Well, he was
like
the
that.
Eagles coach.
Right, but that's the thing. I mean, he knows this.
Was he there when you
He
were
knows
there?
what the Giants do. Yeah.
He loved it.
What kind of coach was he?
I really liked him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was he a player's coach or was he just a
Well,
good at
here's the
X's and
thing.
O's?
He's more of a player's coach now in Kansas City, and that's what everyone's drawing attention to.
He was an eater's coach.
When he was in when he was in Philly, he was wearing so many hats doing front office stuff too.
Right.
It was like he and Belichick and I guess Mike Holmgren at the time were the only coaches
GMs
who,
and coaches.
who
How about
had
those three
GM
guys?
duties.
How about those 3 guys who had a good defense? Reid, Holmgren, and Bill Belichick.
If you want
Man.
good everything, yeah.
Yeah, because
but
3 guys
now
willing to
he's-
cheat too.
Andy would never cheat.
Whatever.
Andy's
I'm sure
good
him and Belichick would
Mormon fella.
Oh, so he looked the other way with Belichick? You didn't realize Belichick was planting cameras all over the field?
I guess so. But now he's devoting himself more to the teaching, the coaching with the guys. So
you're thinking
you
you're
see-
thinking he's sitting pretty with those 3
I
games.
do. I would also. Well, I like the Jets.
You
this
can also,
weekend. I
by the
think
way,
that's
move the under over 8 too. It doesn't have to be just the line. You can move the under over 8. Yeah.
That's
my
a
gosh.
bigger deal.
Yeah.
Dude, I would go Jets Titans. The under over is 39.5. I would move that to 31.5.
Okay.
And
But what about the line of that game? What's the line?
Wait,
Why
no,
don't you
wait,
put
that's
it up?
dumb.
Why
That's
don't you
dumb.
put it up? I was going to say, why don't you put it? Why are you making it harder for yourself?
Sorry.
Put it
Yeah,
up.
I
and
would
then
put it up and
bet
go
the
under.
What kind of
Yeah.
schmuck are you being with this?
That was.
Well, the
That
good,
was-
the
yeah.
What about the
reassuring thing is
line?
we know you never gamble. That's the good thing about
What
it.
about the Jets Titans line?
Well, I think the Jets are the underdog.
Right.
I think the Jets will win that
What's
game.
the line?
Well, here I have it started at 5 and now it's 3.5.
Okay, so it's 3.5 the line. So what would you do? So you now would make the Jets are getting 3.5 points.
Yeah.
So would you now make the Jets getting 11.5?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay,
Man.
there you go. That's beautiful. Titans.
yeah.
So would you? Okay.
Here's the thing: the Titans, they have yet to turn the ball over this year. That's incredible.
That is
They're
incredible.
winning close games with Jake Locker at quarterback. Their run game, there's no way their run game can function against this Jets defense. Really good defense this year. Better than last year for the Jets.
All right, I'm Jones, and I'm tweaking here. We need another pick.
All right.
All right, we've analyzed it enough.
Another pick: Seahawks Texans.
Okay, what's the line?
41.5.
What do you mean? No,
That's the over-under.
Oh, the line 2.5. Sorry.
But what's 2.5? Who's getting it? Where's the game? Who's getting 2.5
The
points?
Texans are giving 2.5.
To the Seahawks.
It's in Houston.
In Houston. Okay.
Interesting stat on this one. The Seahawks. Oh, the Seahawks.
Wait.
Are giving
The Texans,
2.5.
the Seahawks are giving 2.5.
Yeah.
All right.
This,
what do you-
all this lingo. I'm not up on the giving.
Giving? That's lingo to you? Giving?
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about. It's simple.
Vaguely. Okay, so the
What
Texans.
would you make
the
it?
Texans are the underdog. That's, I guess, what I'm.
Whoever
trying to say.
gives the points is the favorite.
Whoever's at minus is the favorite.
Well, that's the thing. This doesn't even have a minus. This is just. These are just numbers.
Hell, it really is like talking to your wife.
See, there's no minus.
Wait a minute. Yeah, right. Because exactly. There's no minus because it's plus.
They're pluses.
Yeah.
They're
Well, the Texans.
giving
The
three.
Texans.
No, you see, this
2.5
is it says
points.
favorite real big here. An underdog
I ate a lot of bugs.
favorite. Okay, so the favorite now are the Seahawks
Yeah.
by 3
and they would be giving.
They're giving
the number of points.
Oh, they are
had.
giving 3?
to the
Yeah, well, the
Texans.
favorite,
Come on.
Why
the
does it say
favorite,
2.5
The
on there?
favorite always gives.
The current line is 2.5. The
favorite always
to 3.
gives.
The current line is 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
So the Seahawks are favored by 2.5.
If
Now,
you-
how would you move that?
I think the Texans are going to win this game.
Okay.
You think they're going to beat Seattle?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
so now what do you do then?
So then I
With that 8
make
points, what do you do?
I move that even further to the Seahawks side or whatever. 10.5.
If you think
And say the
Texans are gonna
gonna
win outright,
Yeah.
If you can make the Texans the underdog on any level, you win.
Yeah.
Understand? So you now make
So
them
I'm making it a 10.5.
bigger underdog.
Yeah, 10
Now-
and a half.
no, 11.5.
11.5?
No, 10.5.
10.5
Right,
point line.
So now your thing, you would make Texans 10.5.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about your bets. They're pretty good. None of them are as good as James.
No?
I mean, that's an extraordinary tease right there.
Well, that's the thing. I have to do games that James didn't already do, and those are the
Who
3
said
games
that
that
rule?
are. Well, those are the 3 games that are pretty
you
obvious.
could have taken,
Bookie doesn't
but you
care.
could have taken those same games and messed around with the 8 in a different way.
The bookie, you're right, exactly.
I guess
The
you're
bookie
right.
doesn't care.
No?
No, of course it's a bookie.
Well, okay.
All right, so now what's your other game?
I don't know. I don't have that list. You're looking at it.
Well, okay, so you know the complicated system with favorite underdog written on
Yeah.
it.
You know, I definitely would have done the Broncos Eagles game.
That's a gem. That's a gem.
Especially in Denver.
Yeah, my God.
That's a tough place to
Peyton
play.
Manning
I don't care.
is playing like a god.
Yeah. And you're playing a tough team and that altitude. I don't care who
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
You come in on a Friday, right? Is that when you guys travel on a Friday?
Yeah.
To
It
come in for a
depends.
Sunday game?
No, it depends. We
Ballpark.
would travel on a Saturday usually.
So, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse. You don't give yourself any time to get acclimated.
No, right. It's very difficult. I mean, it's all about them, and to make it 3 points is amazing. You know.
Yeah, there you go.
But try another for the purposes of entertaining the audience.
Okay. Well, you know, a lot of these are I don't like a lot of these. The Ravens, Bills, Bills getting 3.
Yeah.
The Ravens are just, man, I still don't have faith
That's a
in
game.
them.
Just stay away from that game. You can move.
I would stay away from that. I would stay away from Bengals, Browns.
All right, stay away from Bengals Browns.
I like that Chiefs, Giants. Buccaneers, Cardinals. Man,
Who cares? My
Two
God.
mediocre teams.
That's a big who cares. Ugh.
Is anybody going to even watch that?
hey, Bears, Lions.
Right.
Bears,
There you go. Interesting.
Bears
But it's complicated. though.
giving 3.
Both teams are complicated. Here's the enemy of the tease: complicated teams that have proven they're unpredictable, and that's what both of them are.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think the Bears are unpredictable anymore.
You think the Bears are solid?
I do. I think the Bears, and I hate to say this because of Dan, because
Well, damn.
he's going to feel good about himself.
Wow. Wow. Well,
What a negative atmosphere of the
this
show.
is what a nice guy Dan is. When I walked in today, he said to me, "I'm sorry about your team. I'll make room for you on the Bears bandwagon if
Yeah.
you want to jump
Yeah.
on."
Dan
Well,
is-
no, he's been gloating a little bit about
Dan
the
is
Bears.
he's an
bandwagon.
annoying Chicago fan. Yeah.
He's been gloating.
But
But
he's a Cub fan, so you got to give him a break.
I
Yeah,
think the
because he
Bears.
goes
Yeah,
through a lot being a
right.
Cubs fan.
He deserves it.
He goes through a lot being a Cubs fan.
Yeah.
You know he's a real Cubs fan. There's no phony Cubs fans. Why would you fake being a Cubs fan?
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? There's nothing in it for you.
Well, the
Right.
last time the Cubs won the World Series, you can't even say, well, it's just because of their big TV contract. Because TV wasn't invented yet. Neither was radio. Neither was air conditioning or radio.
Poor Ernie Banks, still
Women-
trying to play too.
Women couldn't vote.
Dan even dresses like Bartman every day.
That's
It's
right,
amazing.
Bartman. That Bartman guy.
Well, those headphones look like the ones he had on during the game.
Give me one other thing here.
It's a toss-up for me. I do like the Bears a lot.
All right,
They are
so what would you
giving,
make it?
No, wait. The Bears are the underdog, so the Lions
And
are
again,
giving
let's go over
3 points to the
Let's go
Bears.
over our lesson. Why are they the underdog? Because it says next to their name, underdog.
Yes, I can't believe that.
Brilliant.
It
That's
is
brilliant.
in Detroit, but man, here's a good stat for you. Jim Schwartz. Hey.
It's better than Ambien.
Oh, God.
Hey, Jim Schwartz is 1-7 against the Bears.
Right.
Jay Cutler is 7-1 against the Lions.
Right,
Jay
right.
Cutler's
There you go.
team is significantly better. They're protecting him. He's getting the ball out. He's making smarter decisions, and they're using Matt Forte the way they need to. They're actually giving him the ball in the running game.
So you're not convinced that Stafford and
Well, now that Nate Burleson's out, I mean, they struggled. I think they were 1-0 when Nate Burleson was
How
out a
about
couple
this?
years ago.
We're gonna make it an Artie Lange show tease. You could pick 2 games, and you could also move Clara Rivera's weight by 8 or 9 by 8 pounds next from a year from today.
Why would I want to do that?
Well, because you can go either way. I think either 240 to 231, 232 and a half. All right.
man.
Well, I don't know. I wish this segment had gone better. Boschetti, you prepare a tease, all right? I'm going to give you the lines, and I want you to prepare a tease. Okay?
I want to ask you one question for us. Do they still have football tickets?
Turn his mic off.
there's still football tickets?
Yeah.
To what? To games?
No. He means like
like-
with the gambling.
Oh.
Yes, of course they do.
Okay.
You mean like the ones with like the white ones that you used to get in high school? They would have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
names
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They've got to still be around.
You mean the ones I brought to school instead of homework?
They do, yeah.
Well, that's the first time I ever saw
course
them.
they still
was in the
have 'em.
cafeteria.
Yeah, they have them. Yeah, they
Okay,
yes.
so
I've never seen those.
You've never seen the white little slips?
No.
With all the games on it. They give you like all the pro games with the spread, just like it is their favorite in the spread, and they'd pass them out in the cafeteria at school.
There's priests who know more about gambling. Than
I guess so.
I made some
They
money.
pass them out at school?
Cafeteria. That's
Who
the first
does?
time-
Who
freshman
passes
year-
these out?
Other
Guys,
students. Who do you think? The
Little
principal?
bookie kids.
There's Bookie something kids. evil
Right.
going
I
on.
used to do it.
Me too.
Other kids, yeah.
Boschetti used to
First
do it.
time I ever saw it in my life. It was $2. You put in $2 at a time, and I think you get like a game or two at the time.
Yeah.
Just like 85, 84.
Yeah, you'd pick as many games
Right.
as you could, and whoever the best record
Right.
won.
They had baseball and all season. All
Yeah,
sports.
You get any tickets.
First time I ever saw it.
And those are
Freshman year,
called football
cafeteria.
tickets.
Now you're going to sit there saying you never ran numbers. The Artie Lange Show.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.